All right, folks, so here's everything put together. All right, I want to answer one question right off the bat because I know I'm going to get it a lot in the comments. This is no way as well built, okay, of a lawnmower, really, than any of the Makita mowers that I own. All right, now you got to remember they're hitting a certain price point here. If you remember the Gen 1 version of this mower, okay, there was no self-propelled option, and it came with two 6 amp hour, actually I want to take that back, I think it came with two 9 amp hour flex volt batteries after the upgrade. All right, now I'm talking 2 or 3 years after the launch of the Gen 1 version of the DeWalt lawnmower. Right, at first it came with 2.5s. Everyone was, bitching about the runtime, but you heard me always defend that mower because I thought it cut great. I used it commercially. It was built excellent. All right, really no plastic on it at all. It was super light, and the way that it folded was awesome. All right, and for the price, $399. If you had DeWalt batteries, from your other tools, I think a lot of people were happy with it. All right, now again, so you got $399 with 2.5s, $599 with 2.9s. Okay, and this is non-self-propelled. This mower is going to hit the sweet spot at having the self-propelled feature for $499, and you get 2.10s. All right, so in order to do that, they obviously had to make some cost-cutting, things in the budget, right? Cost-cutting design, and to engineer this thing to make it hit that price point where they can actually make money on this lawnmower. All right, you got a lot of plastic here, not too big of a deal, but when I was putting this together, this was very, very wobbly. Just I can see this, if you're gonna use this commercially, I think you're gonna have an issue. Now that's another thing. They kind of promoted that 40 volt DeWalt mower, right? That was basically identical to their 20 volt mower, but it was in that 40 volt commercial platform, right? So they really, I think, were impressed with that mower. Now the runtime with this is what's going to make it a game changer, but again, comparing this to the Makita, build quality wise, there's really no comparison. All right, but it is cheaper, right? Although I think you can get the Makita mower for $599, and I think you get 2 extra 5s, right? So you're getting 4 or 5 amp hour batteries. But a lot of plastic here. This is not going to hold up. Now again, for the homeowner, which I think this is where they're kind of promoting this, or that's where this is intended to be used, I don't think you're going to have any issues for the homeowner. And that's, if you're a homeowner, this will be fine. Okay, you got a 15 gauge steel deck. All right, you got plastic here. All right, which is not uncommon, but you got 2 places. I don't like this kind of, that first gen DeWalt mower was great. Now again, this is self-propelled, so most of the time self-propelled, you're gonna have to, even though there's some out there, but most of the time you're gonna have 2 lift knobs, one for the front top wheels and one for the back. All right, so you have that on this. But with the Gen 1, they had probably one of the best deck lift systems on any mower, lithium ion mower I've ever used. All right, but besides that, again, you're gonna get 2.10s. You're gonna get a steel deck with this mower. This is self-propelled. Now they do offer a non-self-propelled, that's even a little bit cheaper, but if you don't need a self-propelled, you might want to go that route, because remember, you always hear me talk with, this is just one more thing to kind of get busted. right? Over the long term. So, you know, even in my business, I never really use self-propelled. Actually, I do, to be honest with you. At first, I didn't, but with the lithium ion stuff, again, if you have a lot of hills or some smaller hills, self-propelled might be a better option. But if you really have mostly flat, you know, surface, you're cutting, you might want to save the extra money and maybe some headaches down the road with the self-propelled. But besides that, very nice. All right, like I said, everything is kind of in the bag here. Your charger here is your chute for your side discharge. All right, you got your knobs in here. Really, all you're doing, guys, as soon as you open this, take it out of the box, you're lifting this handle up, putting on these two wing nuts, and you're ready to rock. All right, as it's the same with a lot of these lithium ion mowers, you're really ready to mow as soon as you get the mower, if you have batteries charged. All right, these are charged. We'll go over these in a separate video too, but these are their new 10s, the big boys. Again, when you look at, you know, if you want these batteries, this is for $4.99. You know, I think one of these batteries sell for $179. I think you can get the 2-pack for $249, but you know, even at that price, $250 just for the batteries. Okay, so half of, you know, the price of this mower is on the batteries. So to spend $250 on a self-propelled mower, even if you have the Gen 1 one and you like it, you know, you can kind of get it, keep it, you know, obviously take the batteries out because, you know, you might want to use these for some other DeWalt tools. But when your Gen 1 goes, you know, you're ready to rock with the self-propelled. All right, that's really it, folks. The bag looks very well made. Really just like the Gen 1 version. Pretty big bag. We'll put it together and we'll go over it. But let's start cutting with this. You're pretty much ready to rock as soon as you get it. Right, here's where you're sticking your batteries. This will take any Flex Volt or DeWalt 20-volt battery. Okay, you got room for the 12s if you want. The wheels are pretty nice. All right, you know, not bad. But, you know, everyone likes to compare, oh, how's this against the Makita? Now, obviously, Milwaukee doesn't have a mower, or that is what I'd probably be comparing it to. But, you know, if you're looking for the best built mower out there, again, you're going to pay a little bit more. But those Makita mowers are definitely a better built. Okay, doesn't mean that it's not going to cut fine, and this one might cut better, who knows. But as far as build quality and I think durability over the long term, I think the Makita mowers are the way to go. We're going to cut some really tall, and we're cutting serious grass today here, folks. All right, so you're not going to be cutting grass like this, but again, I let my grass grow long for a reason, so we can kind of test these and put them under the most, you know, hardest conditions we can kind of get. All right, but I got to get the key. All right, so here's your key. We kind of have it in a hard to find spot, but real simple. And also want to get over here. Here's your speed control on your self-propelled feature. If you want it to go quicker, slower, here's your dial. Okay, so we'll start at it. We'll start with it at factory settings, right out of the box. All right, we're going to start at cut level 4. Let's see how she does. Stay there. Nice, guys. Cuts very well. You know, you got a lot of dandelion back there. Cut them down pretty easy. Obviously, I came this way. I missed that center area, but again, this is around, you know, 12, 13 inches. We're gonna really test it as we go. Okay, we're gonna increase it, but you know, side discharge we used cut pretty good. All right, so as you can see, my neighbor cut his grass a couple days ago, but just how long this grass is here now. Really, the first cut of the season, it's like April 21st right now. All right, just got some rain, but thick crabgrass. All right, a lot of dandelion we're gonna hit over here. It's really hard to gauge for you guys how long this grass is, but you know, we're talking, you know, 15 inches in certain areas. So again, you're going to be cutting down from 6 inches down to 3 inches, most likely. Probably not even 6 inches, probably like, you know, 5 inches, 4.5 inches down to 3 inches. All right, the one thing that I don't really like about this, not that I don't like about it, but again, another thing to think about is you can't use the self-propelled feature without the blades turning. All right, with the Ego mower, with the Makita, you can still use that feature without the blades turning. You know, going uphill, walking it around, transporting it, it does make it easier. Obviously, you can just let the blades spin if you want, but you know, just another thing to mention. But again, really thick grass. I hope you can see the comparison here. He cuts really short, but you know, this is really long. And wait until you see what else we got to cut. But you'll see once I make a pass how much I cut down. But let's see how she does. So out of the factory, also, this thing moves pretty quick. All right, this thing wants to go. So again, you can always control it down here. All right, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. All right, so as you can see, did a pretty good job. Very comfortable, actually, to use this mower too. Very comfortable. All right, so that's, you know, if you're in DeWalt's platform, guys, this is obviously an upgrade over the Gen 1 version. All right, you got self-propelled, you got the side discharge, you're getting 210s, and you know, however Stanley Black & Decker engineered these mowers to cut, remember, they were really one of the first companies to come out with these lithium-ion mowers. Now, not the DeWalt Gen 1, but they had some Black & Decker mowers out since 2008, 2009. So they know how to make a pretty good cutting mower. All right. I'm gonna have you follow me down and you can take a closer look as I cut over here. like it, folks. I really, really like it. I mean, it's cutting great. It's very comfortable to use. I mean, guys, this is really tall grass here. Again, I went up to 60 frames per second, so you can hopefully see. But this is tall here. You know, again, hopefully you can kind of see how tall and thick we're talking here. Now I'm doing side discharge, and it spreads the clippings really nice for as long as this grass is, guys. There's not really a big buildup. It spreads them out evenly. Pretty impressed, guys. All right, we're gonna really try to go to this area right here, because I'll tell you, even with my zero turn, sometimes these little guys are stubborn, these dandelions. But just go slow. You'd rather cut it once than, you know, twice if you're gonna be speeding with your DeWalt self-propelled mower. All right, so we're gonna hit that. Cuts really well, guys. Again, that's side discharge, but remember, you always want to use side discharge when you have grass 15, 16 inches long. All right, you know, if you try to mulch it, odds are you're gonna have issues. If you bag it, you know, you're just going to be emptying your bag every couple seconds. All right, we'll do one more strip here. We'll do it in mulch mode. All right, and another thing, you don't got to worry about a mulch plug with this mower. It's kind of built right into your back flap. All right, so I like how when mowers have that, because it's just one less thing to kind of worry about. All right, but let's see how she does in mulch mode. All right, now we're gonna try mulch mode, see how she does. We're gonna go through some of this dandelion. Great, guys. Mulch mode. As you can see, this was all done mulch mode. Very impressed, guys, with the cut quality of this mower. All right, mulch mode, obviously, you know, you're always going to get your best cut, right, with either bagging or side discharge. It's just common sense. There's less grass inside the deck for the blade to kind of handle to cut. All right, but you know, this isn't that short of grass, and it handled it in self-propelled mode. And remember too, if you don't have to use the self-propelled feature, you know, you don't have to use it. You'll save battery life. All right, so when you see the times that DeWalt advertises with this, you know, that's probably with the self-propelled mechanism on. Okay, with it off, who knows? All right, I'm gonna cut the entire lawn. All right, and again, we're talking, a lot of you guys know my property here, but really long, thick grass. Okay, and again, I hope you can kind of tell what a mess this is. All right, I mean, we got dandelion here. Okay, you're looking at 20 inches, okay? Maybe 2 feet. probably 20 inches, 18, 20 inches. All right. So very long grass here. So, you know, that's why I hate doing runtime videos. People ask me what the runtime is. It's going to depend on what you're cutting. You know, if I'm taking an inch off of, you know, 4-5 inch grass, I'm going to get better runtime than cutting 3 inches off of 7-inch grass, right? A lot of really thick full grass versus, you know, a lot of patchy grass and crabgrass. You know, that's going to depend, that's going to, you know, affect runtime. All right. So I don't really like doing runtime because everyone's going to have different grass that they're cutting, different types of grass, right? Centipede versus fescue. All right. It's just, you're not going to get an accurate, you know, gauge on what the mower will get with the 210s. Now, again, you're going to buy this mower because you're in DeWalt's platform, most likely. All right. So you're going to have plenty of batteries. All right. But if you're one of those persons that this is the first DeWalt product you're getting, you know, I think that's going to be a very small group of people. But, you know, again, if you have a 1/4 acre or less, I think they advertise this up to, you know, 1/3 of an acre with the batteries that are included. You're gonna have no problem, but you might do better, you might do worse, depending on the grass, depending on the size, the length of the grass. It's all gonna, you know, depend on that. All right. But we'll cut. We'll see how much battery life we have left on this mess here. And again, we still got to do the backyard. We only really did one stripe there, and we got to finish this area over here. All right, nice looking mower, very comfortable to use. Pretty impressed. If you're in DeWalt's platform, I think you're going to be really happy with this mower. All right, maybe you didn't get the Gen 1 because you heard about the runtime. I don't think that was an issue because, again, if you're in DeWalt's platform, you're going to have batteries galore. It doesn't matter if it gets 15 minutes. You're just going to switch batteries. All right, let's see what you can do. All right, real quick, let's take a look underneath the deck. Like I said before, you got a 15 gauge steel deck, a very sharp, nice blade. Again, with blades, people ask me all the time, listen, you could probably put another blade on this, a different blade. Maybe you really like mulching blades. But you should really stick with the blade that comes on these lithium ion mowers. They're really designed for that specific mower, and I think you're going to get the best cut with, you know, the blade that they give you with the mower. But as you can see here, this cut down huge, you know, 8, 9, 10-inch grass, really like nothing, guys. Really impressed with the cut quality of this mower. Let's take a look at it in storage mode. All right, and this is it folded down, guys. I just want to add this to the video. Really just as good as the Gen 1 version. Okay, so super simple, and love the way it stores, not like, you know, many other of these lithium ion lawn mowers. But obviously the Makita, you still can't fold down that handle, and it's getting me angry. But this one, guys, super simple, super easy, awesome. It's a great mower. I think if you're in DeWalt's platform, you're going to be very pleased with it. All right, so we saw side discharge, we saw mulch mode. Now we're going to do bagging mode. Alright, really thick. What we're going to do is just finish this entire area. Alright, see how she does. Take a look. All right, so it's bagging pretty good. All right, I'm gonna lower this a little bit. I'm gonna put it on 4. Okay. Take a look. I left this one spot here just to let you know kind of how tall the grass is here. All right, did a good job. I think you're going to be really happy with this mower, guys. Again, it cuts very well. I still have 3 bars last time I checked, and you're going to have plenty of runtime. And I'm cutting tall grass here. One hand. All right, a lot of grass in here. Did a pretty good job bagging. Some's right there, but I'm doing this with one hand. But, you know, got everything. Like I said, guys, I'm very impressed with this mower, especially at this price point, guys. $499 for a self-propelled steel deck mower with mulch, side discharge, and bagging. It's going to be hard to find that really anywhere, let alone in a really dependable, proven brand as DeWalt. Like I said, Ego and Ryobi and whatever mower Harbor Freight's throwing out there. I forget the name of it, but a lot of different, the skill mower. What you're able to do with these 20-volt DeWalt batteries as they work again in over 200 different tools, just the versatility. It comes with two tens, and like I said, you can do your property with the two tens that come with it. Probably still have enough power left over to take one of the batteries, okay? Put it in your string trimmer, trim your property, take the other battery, stick it in your blower, blow off your property, and with just these two batteries that come in this kit, you should be able to do your entire property without using any other batteries. But what makes these tool platform mowers, OPE tools, great is the fact that you probably have tons of these batteries. You're in the platform. Again, you can have two 3 amp hour batteries, stick them in your pocket. Maybe you can't finish this little area. There's just not enough juice in your 10 amp hour batteries. Maybe you're cutting like a third of an acre, maybe even more. But just to finish a little area, instead of charging, waiting to charge these two tens, if you're in the platform already, you're probably going to have batteries galore. So, really runtime is not going to be an issue if you're in this platform. But all in all, a pretty solid mower. If you have the Gen 1, this is something I wouldn't really rush to. All right. I think you're going to, the cut quality is about the same of the Gen 1. Maybe this one's a little bit better. But, you know, the Gen 1 definitely has a deeper deck. So can definitely handle more grass. But again, that doesn't have side discharge, doesn't have self-propelled. So, there are pros to this mower over that. But if the Gen 1 is working for you and really the only problem is the runtime, you got this mower. I would wait for a deal and jump over to it. But I think DeWalt did a great job with this mower, especially at $499. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, questions, let me know. Peace.